Have you ever noticed how people earning 80,000, 100,000, or even $150,000 a year still say the exact same thing? I don't really feel rich. And strangely enough, they're usually telling the truth. Because in modern America and much of Europe, high income and financial freedom are no longer the same thing, and many people earning more money than their parents ever did still feel financially anxious almost every single month. Not because they're irresponsible or lazy, but because modern life quietly absorbs income faster than most people realize, usually through decisions that feel completely reasonable in the moment. A slightly better apartment, a newer car, a few subscriptions, weekend trips, monthly installments, a nicer neighborhood, upgraded furniture, and a phone that somehow costs only $40 a month. None of it feels reckless or extreme because this is what modern middle class life now looks like for millions of people across the United States and Europe. Let's take someone earning $100,000 a year in America, which sounds wealthy at first until taxes, healthcare, insurance, and retirement deductions reduce the monthly take-home income far more than most people expect. Then real life starts subtracting from that paycheck through rent or mortgage payments, car loans, groceries, utilities, subscriptions, student debt, dining out, coffee, streaming services, and credit card bills. And suddenly, someone earning what used to be considered high salary is left wondering where all the money actually disappeared every single month. This is the part people rarely discuss honestly, because most financial pressure today does not come from one catastrophic decision, but from dozens of socially accepted monthly payments. Modern consumer culture is designed around monthly affordability instead of total affordability, and psychologically, that completely changes how people think about spending money. A $45,000 car feels expensive, but $620 per month feels manageable, while a luxury apartment feels excessive until it's described as only a few hundred more than the previous place. Human beings naturally adapt to comfort very quickly, which means what once felt luxurious slowly becomes emotionally normal after only a short period of time. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation, but financially it creates a dangerous pattern where every increase in income quietly becomes an increase in recurring lifestyle costs. Not investments, not freedom, not long-term security, but simply higher monthly maintenance for a lifestyle that constantly needs more income to survive. And eventually, many people stop working to build wealth and start working just to maintain the version of life they gradually created around themselves. That is why so many professionals secretly feel trapped, even while earning objectively good money compared to the average person around. Because high income without financial margin creates a surprisingly fragile life, where one layoff, one recession, or one medical emergency can suddenly expose how unstable everything really was underneath. What makes this even more difficult is the constant social comparison happening through social media, modern advertising, and carefully curated online lifestyles. Nice apartments, luxury vacations, expensive weddings, designer brands, and perfect kitchens eventually stop looking exceptional and slowly begin feeling emotionally normal and expected. So people unconsciously spend money not necessarily to impress others, but to avoid feeling left behind compared to the lifestyles they constantly consume online every day. And this is where many high earners quietly lose years of financial progress. Because the true cost of lifestyle inflation is not just the payment itself, but the opportunity cost hidden behind it. If someone spends just $900 more each month upgrading their lifestyle throughout their 30s, that becomes nearly $11,000 every year disappearing into recurring expenses. Invested consistently over 20 years with average market growth, that same money could potentially become several $100,000 without requiring extreme investing strategies. But most people never emotionally see the long-term trade-off because monthly payments hide the total future cost behind smaller and more comfortable numbers. Financially intelligent people usually think differently, not because they never enjoy money, but because they pay close attention to recurring obligations that permanently reduce future flexibility. Because flexibility has real value in life, especially the ability to leave stressful jobs, handle emergencies calmly, move cities when necessary, or simply breathe without constant financial pressure. Real wealth is often much quieter than people expect because it does not always appear through luxury cars, expensive clothing, or constantly upgraded lifestyles. Sometimes wealth simply looks like a person whose lifestyle does not consume their entire income and who is difficult to financially pressure during difficult moments. And ironically, many people who appear wealthy from the outside are often under enormous financial stress behind the scenes, while others who appear financially average are slowly building genuine freedom over time. None of this means people should never enjoy their money or avoid improving their lifestyle, because that would be unrealistic and emotionally unsustainable for most people. The point is simply that a high salary can absolutely improve your life. But if every increase in income immediately becomes an increase in lifestyle, financial peace may never truly arrive. Because eventually, it's not income that creates peace of mind in modern life. It's financial margin, flexibility, and the ability to live without every dollar already committed before the month even begins. And maybe that explains why so many high earners still feel broke despite earning more money than previous generations ever imagined possible during their careers after work. If you enjoyed this kind of calm and realistic conversation about money, psychology, and modern financial life, you can subscribe for more videos like this.